Hi, I'm Annika. Welcome to yoga today. All right, child's pose, because why not, right? Let's spark the heart up first. So knees wide, your ras on your heels. Walk the hands forward and just try to breathe for me. I want you to really reach as far forward, and I want you to think about the heart melting down towards your mat, and I want you to breathe into that space, okay? Forehead down. Let the hips just release. Oh, right on time. Yeah, I love you. Slowly begin to rise onto all fours. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders. Curl your toes under. Hi, Bodhi. Start your breathing. Drop your belly. Lift the chin. Find that space at the top of the breath, and maybe find a little more space there. Exhale. Push the floor away. Draw the belly button in. Round the shoulders. Tilt your tailbone. Chin in. Find a little more space at the top of the breath and at the bottom of the breath. Inhale. You can maybe draw the shoulders out, externally rotate the elbows. So there's always a little more space. Just when you think you're done, go beyond, expand. A little bit more. Inhale. I want you to feel this incredible vehicle that you have been given. And all it has to do is breathe. All you have to do is pretty much nothing except look after it, feed it, water it. And it pretty much does everything else for you. I wish I had a bloody car like that. Good. Coming into neutral spine, maybe walking the hands a little bit farther forward and starting giant rolls with the hips. They're called lion's dance rolls. But you just close your eyes, draw the hips forward in giant circles, and exhale back, changing directions when it feels good for you. And when you're ready, curl the toes under and find your way up to your downward facing dog, your upside down V shape. Spreading your fingers wide, taking the feet wide, turning the toes in slightly, heels out slightly, and draw the heels down towards the mat. Push the mat away, lengthening through the lumbar spine area. Relax your head, look at your belly. If you can see past your boobs, if you've got any boobs. Boys, just use your imagination. Maybe paddling out the heels, deeply bending one knee, deeply bending the other. Now link it with your breathing. Slowly tiptoeing towards the top of your mat, bringing the feet forward and just dangling. Grab opposite elbows and rest your hands inside your elbows like a shelf. Just let your upper body go, let your head go. Just any movement that needs to happen in the body, let it happen. And breathe. Good. Just release your fingers down. Take an inhale and try to do a halfway lift. Come halfway up, look forward. Press back with the shoulders and the tailbone, and exhale, fold in, look at your knees. And again, inhale, lengthen. Draw the belly in and exhale, fold in. Good. Leaving your right hand down. Take your left hand up to the sky, a little rotation. Just soften that right leg. Maybe rotate the wrists around. And exhale, bring it down. Same thing, other side. Inhale, extend the hand up. Just a small rotation in the spine. Bend the other leg, maybe rotate the hands, wiggle the fingers. Don't forget to breathe. And come back down. Halfway lift, maybe hands on the shins this time. Pressing in, gazing forward, and folding in. And inhale, slowly, all the way up, rise. Take those hands out, as though you're drawing energy up, all the way up around yourself like a bubble, which you kind of are. Bring the palms together, and then draw that energy all the way down into the heart. Draw the chin in towards the heart. Draw the belly in and tuck the tailbone. On your next inhale, sweep the hands up. Palms touch, look up and lengthen the spine. Take hold of your left wrist and draw it up and across the body. I want you to press out with the hip and also press down with that left foot. Good. Inhale, tall, look up. Lengthen, change sides. So take the wrist, lift it up and across. Press down with the right foot, nice and solid. Inhale, nice and tall, gaze up. Exhale, open out, take a back bend, whatever feels good for you. Offer your heart, open that. Good. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, swan dive in, lead with the heart again, all the way down towards the knees. Take a halfway lift and bring the palms down. Take the feet back and lower down onto your mat. Bring your belly all the way down, but keep your elbows squeezed in. Come all the way down, release the feet. Take the hands a little bit outside of the chest. Squeeze the elbows in, and on an inhale, slowly lift halfway. Pressing the feet into the mat, squeezing the thighs, and exhale, slowly lower down. And again, inhale, come on up, halfway. Feeling that compression, lower back area, slowly lower down. One more time, this time come all the way up. Inhale, pressing up. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears. Maybe take the gaze up. Press the feet into the ground, maybe even float the knees. So you could take your vinyasas with the knees off. I won't, because of my wrist. Curl the toes, hips high. Find your down dog. So do what feels right for your body. Draw the heels back, look at your belly button, press back. Home base, pose. After your last breath, come onto your toes, bend the knees, look forward, know where you're going, walk, step or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift and then exhale, fold in. On your inhale, take your left hand, rotate it up to the sky. Bring it down. Inhale, other side reaches up. You can have that soft bend in the knee. Take the gaze up to the thumb and bring it down. And on your inhale, energy drawing up from the ground. That earth key, that energy. Palms touch. Draw it into the heart. Good. Lock your breath in. Take a breath. And begin again. Sweeping up. Take your wrist, any wrist that feels good, take it over to the side. Inhale, back to center, look up, lengthen the spine, other side. That's it, gaze up, take a back bend, stick it all out, heart, boobs, bits, bellies, all your bits, just stick them out. Inhale, Lift them up again and exhale. Let it all go. Halfway lift. Take the palms down, the feet back and lower down, hovering just before your mat. Now you can come to your knees and hover. Sweep the chest through, release the toes, look up, shoulders back. Curl the toes, hips high, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths in down dog. Make it your own. You can paddle your heels, you could reach towards one ankle, whatever your body is asking in these 5 breaths. It's where you kind of anchor and ground yourself with your breath. Come onto the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float to the mat, top of the mat. Halfway lift, look out, lengthen, and exhale, fold in. Inhale that left hand high to the sky. And draw it in, other side, inhale. So bringing some gentle rotation into the spine as we warm up. Draw all the way up. Palms touch and bring it down to the heart. Take a breath and we'll do one more round. And even if you don't have time for a full class in your day, you could do this warm-up, this sun salutation A, just to lock in your breath for 5 minutes. It really works. Inhale, sweep up. Take the wrist. Inhale through center, reach up, lengthen, look up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach up, open out. Yes, stick your tongue out if you want. Inhale all the way up. Your practice, do what you want. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, feet back, lower down, hovering through this chaturanga, 8-limbed staff. Inhale, sweep through, hips high, down dog, 5 breaths. Relax your head. Come high on the toes. Walk, step, float. Top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. That left hand, rotate open. And release. Other side. And release. Inhale, come all the way up. Energy, drawing it up, drawing it up. And then bringing it all the way down. Bring the hands down by the sides. We'll do our second warm-up. Bend the knees, sink the hips. And lift all 10 toes. It's called chair pose, as though you're sitting in a chair. Relax the shoulders, spread your fingers, and draw the belly button in. Gaze up to the hands. Draw the hands in. Right elbow, left knee. Sorry, right elbow, left knee. Take the gaze up to the sky and press the hands down. Inhale, stay low with the hips, come through center. Exhale, twist the other side. Press the hands down, take the gaze up. Inhale, come back through center, stay low. Exhale, fold in, chest to thighs, halfway lift. Flow through your vinyasa, as we call it, in the biz. Hips high, down dog. From downward facing dog, your right leg straight up to the sky. Now press the heel down and try to open up that right hip, looking underneath your armpit. Nice, tall, long leg. Curl the heel into the bum, but keep the knee up. Maybe make a little circle with the knee, or a big circle if you really want to oil that baby up. Maybe the opposite direction. Point the toe to the back. Gaze between the hands. And exhale, bring the foot through. Drop to the back knee. On an inhale, just draw the hands up. Take a little back bend. Bring the palms together. Take them behind the neck. Open out the elbows. You can clasp the hands if you like. Get a nice release. Open out that chest. Good. Frame the foot. Draw the hips back to the back heel, straightening and lengthening the front leg. Toe comes up. Take an inhale and exhale. Draw the body in towards the leg. It's called Hanumanasana, half split. Look at your big toe. Then walk the hands forward to frame the front foot. Keep your left hand down, open out the right. A little twist. You could float the back leg if you like. Maybe coming onto the knife edge of your feet even. Get even more into the hips this first round. If your leg is raised, drop your knee, curl the heel in towards the bum. See if you could reach behind. Now if you're here, it's all good. If you can take hold of the outside of the edge of the foot, then you don't get a prize, don't worry. Draw the hips forward towards the mat so you're off the bony part of your knee, gazing over your shoulder. Release the hands to the inside of the foot, and you can take that right hand, just open out the hip a little more, and then flow through your vinyasa to downward facing dog, however that looks for you. You could always skip this part and just hit down dog if your wrists are sore, if that's just a bit too much for your shoulders. Zipping the toes together on your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Press back through the right heel and open that foot up. Open it up, look under your armpit. Length, fingertips to tips of toes. Curl the heel in and just make little circles with the knee. Increasing in size. Spreading the fingers on the mat. Maybe changing directions with the knee. Take an inhale, point that toe back, look between the hands. Bring the foot through, in between, drop to the back knee. On an inhale, come on up, reach up, lengthen through the sides of the body. Maybe hands clasp behind this round. Take a back bend, squeeze the shoulders, try to bring the heels of the hand together. Oh, lots of sound effects happening. Open the throat. Open the chest. Good. Slowly release the hands. Draw the hips back on an exhale. Lengthen that front leg. Draw the body over. Gaze at the big toe and try to tilt the tailbone back and up. Walking the hands forward. Keep your right hand down, left hand rotates open. Maybe the back knee floats. Take the gaze up to the sky. Good, then release the hand. Maybe back heel floats up, left hand reaches behind. Maybe this is enough for you. Maybe you can grab your yoga pants. You could always just pull the bottom of your pants. Use a towel. Draw the hips down. Gaze over the shoulder. And slowly release. You could open up this left knee a little more, just for a breath or two, before your vinyasa. And I'll meet you in down dog for 5 breaths. Down dog begins to feel like a resting pose, home base. Less tiring than when you first started doing yoga, maybe. Come high up on the toes, bend the knees and walk, step, float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, hands on the shins or floor, and fold in. Bend the knees, sink the hips back to chair pose. Thumbs together above the head, hands to heart. End of round 1. Step the feet apart, find Tadasana, mountain pose. Draw the chin in, draw the belly lock, tuck your tailbone, squeeze. Re-engage your breath. We'll do one more round. Bend the knees, sink the hips, reach. Good, right elbow, left knee. Take a twist. Maybe open the wings this time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And fold in. Halfway lift. Flowing through to down dog, however it best works for you. Zipping the toes together, right leg, open out that hip. If you want to flip over, flip your dog, be careful, you could drop to your bum and then lift up, press up, open out. Flip it back. If you flipped, point the toe, draw it through in between the foot, drop the knee, come on up. Bring the hands behind the head. Take an inhale, open into a back bend. Gaze up. Exhale. Frame the foot and draw the hips back, half split. Could always go into a full split if that is in your practice. Walk the hands forward, dragonfly. So as you feel into your body more, take the hand behind, squeeze in that heel. Take your vinyasa. Don't be afraid to break away and do what feels good for your body. You always know we meet in down dog at some point. Take an inhale, left leg high to the sky. Open out the hip. If you want to flip your dog, flip it. If you don't, rotate the ankle, just stay here. If you flipped, flip it back. Everybody point the toe, look forward and exhale. Bring it through, drop to the back knee, nice and carefully. Set yourself up. Lift up. Take the hands behind, clasp them, open out the heart. Shoulders together, take the gaze up. Good, release the hands down, draw the hips back, half split that front toe. Flex it, lower down, tilt the tailbone back and up, take a breath. Walk it forward. Draw the heel in towards the bum, reach behind. Release, take that vinyasa. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Getting much warmer now, unless I forgot to turn the AC on, which I did. Breathe. Come high on the toes and bend the knees down to the mat. Keep the toes tucked under. Walk the hands a little farther forward. Stick your butt up in the air and draw the heart down to the mat. It's called Anahatasana, heart melting poppy pose. So draw the heart down, bend the elbows. Try and see if you can get the chin down. And if the chin hurts, because it's a throat opener as well, just bring your forehead. And breathe. Think about your heart melting towards your mat. Slowly, taking your time, getting into your down dog. Shake the head. Re-engage that breath. Zipping the toes together. Next inhale, right leg high to the sky. Reach it up. Let's take that right knee to the outside of the right elbow, drawing the body forward into your plank, but touching knee to elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Now right elbow, right knee, left elbow. They all start to sound the same. If you want to thread that leg through underneath the armpit, lift up to the left. Dropping the hand, kick the leg high. Exhale. Bring it through in between the hands. Seal the back heel. And when you're ready, rise on up. Take the gaze up to the hands. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Open out to the side. Arms and shoulders relaxed into warrior two. Dip into that front leg. Breathe. You gaze at the front middle finger to withdraw our senses. Flip the palm, reach, and draw it up and over. Maybe the other hand finds the back crease of the wrist, of the hips. Bend into that front leg. Release and twist all the way around to the right, bringing the hands together, knee onto the elbow, and lift that back heel. Gaze up. Revolve, twist. So it's a balance as well. Take an inhale. You're going to grab that right wrist, draw it up and over. Both legs straight. Sky, archer. Good. Really pull across so you get that nice release on the right side of the hip. Release the arms, bend back into warrior two. This time, inhale, palms touch above the head. Gaze up, exhale, dip down. And again, dip up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, come up. Rotate the toes to the side of the mat. Dip down into goddess. Squeeze the fingers, squeeze the shoulders together. Maybe float one heel. Drop it down, maybe float the other heel. Drop it down, maybe float two heels. Drop down a little deeper. Inhale, come up, straighten the legs, palms touch. Warrior, goddess dips now, drop down. Inhale, drop down. One more. Rotate the toes to the back of your mat. Extend the arms long and we'll find triangle shape. So we reach. Front hand drops down to the shin. Right hand high to the sky. Take the gaze up. Both legs are straight. You can have a micro bend always in your front leg. Good. Gaze down at the big toe. Soften into that front leg. Drop the hand. Start to float the back heel into the bum. You're going to try to stand up, taking hold of that back foot. So set up your balance and draw forward. The more you kick into the hand, the more this cantilevers the body and helps you balance. Slowly make your way through to down dog, back of your mat. Catch your breath in your down dog, and we'll do the same thing this time on the left side. Zip your toes together, next inhale, left leg high to the sky, press back. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick it high, kick it back. Left knee, right elbow, cross the body, maybe thread the foot through and open up into rock star, fallen triangle. Has a few names. Kick the leg back. Come through, find your warrior one. We drop the back heel, we rise up. And then we settle into the shape and ground ourselves. Open out. Warrior two. Flip the palm and reverse. Rotate and twist round. Bring the palms together, press the hands off, look up. Take hold of that left wrist, draw it up and over, all the way up and back. Back into warrior two, and we'll do the warrior dips. Inhale, pump it up. Come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stay here, rotate the toes, find your goddess pose. Come a little deeper. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, down. Inhale, come all the way up, rotate your right toes to the front, extend the hands, you're back to triangle. So right hand down. Other hand up, open out. So you look at the big toes, soften, bring your hands down and draw that back heel in. Try to see if you can stand up, balancing before you take hold of the foot, lifting your right hand up, thumb and finger together, and slowly draw the body down, kick the foot into the hand. Just hold your breath. Well, don't hold your breath, hold the shape. And then find your way through to your vinyasa. Inhaling up, exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths. Now you can always find child's pose because we're going to do another round. Zipping the toes together, right leg high to the sky. Good, take the knee to the outside, right elbow. Inhale, kick it high. Right knee, left elbow, cross the body. Maybe thread it through, lift up. I have to try to not kick my balls. Good, kick the leg high, find your way to warrior one. From warrior one, exhale it out to 2. Flip the palm and reverse. Twist around, all the way around. Pick the back heel off, gaze up. Take hold of the right wrist, sky archer, up and over. Back to warrior two. Warrior dips, 3 of them. Follow your breath. Last one, rotate to the side of the mat. Find your goddess pose. Maybe lift up on the toes, dip deeper, strong. Take your warrior, goddess dips, lift up. As we touch the palms, we rotate the toes, front toes to the back of the mat. Find your triangle shape. Setting up for last king dancer. So come on up, whatever it looks like, just draw that heel in. Pick a gaze, otherwise you wobble like I did there. Slowly flow through to downward facing dog. Ow! That was a wrist ow. I was starting to flow and get excited. Calm down. Left leg high to the sky. Left knee, left elbow, draw forward. Inhale, draw it through, right elbow, thread through, kick it high. Warrior number 1. Open out to 2. Flip the palm and reverse. Revolve and twist. Left wrist up and over. Sky archer. Into warrior dips. Just follow your breath, your own guide. Turn the toes into goddess. Find your balance. Lift onto the toes. Goddess dips. All the way up into triangle, back to the front of the mat. Take a breath there, then find your way to some sort of balanced last pose. If King Dance is a little tough, take aeroplane, take half moon, whatever works for you to just practice your balance. Flow through, take your vinyasa. Hips high, downward facing dog. Drop down to the knees for me. You can keep your toes curled under. Just walk your hands back to the thighs. Come up onto the knees, curl the toes under, and take the knees hip width apart. Bring the hands behind the hips, fingers pointing down. Draw the elbows together, open out the heart, take the head back. And if the neck's tight, just keep the gaze neutral. If the head's back, breathe out through that throat energetic center. You can maybe reach down and catch the heels if you're open in the shoulders. Open out, gaze up, open that energy. Truth, right? Truth that we are more than just flesh and bones. Maybe there is a higher source, a higher power helping us in our life, guiding us if we just allow it, that divine truth, maybe, as some call it. Call it what you want, just something bigger than us. Slowly start to make your way out. I mean, we're not that bloody smart, are we? Exhale, crown of the head, keeping your toes tucked. Actually, release the toes. Bring the crown of the head as close as you can to your knees. Take hold of the heels. And on an inhale, see if you can lift the hips up. Draw the head in as tight as you can. Squeeze the belly in. It's called rabbit pose. And it just counteracts that camel pose. Not camel toes, camel pose. Feeling that area right above your sacrum. Releasing. Slowly release. Press the hands into the mat. Draw the legs right around in front of you, extending them long. Take an inhale before we get too settled, and exhale. Draw the body forward over the knees. So you kind of get stuck. Take a halfway lift. And exhale. Draw the body in. Relax the head. And maybe even release the palms up. Breathe into that lower back area. You can close your eyes or just withdraw. Soft gaze. Slowly rise. Drawing the hips forward, finding yourself onto your back. Just hug the knees into the chest, extending the legs up, reaching between the thighs, finding happy baby pose. You can rock a little left to right. Really releases the lower back. Press the lower back. Press the tailbone back down to your mat. See what that does to your hips. Good. Slowly release the legs. We'll take a spinal twist of your choice. So just extend the arms open. You could just draw the knees across to one side. You could take reclining. You could just take the gaze over the other side, or take reclining Buddha, which we just extend the left hand up, gaze over. Slowly, slowly release. Make your way over to the opposite side. Everything nice and slow when it comes to the spine. There's a lot going on in there energetically, with your bones, your nerves. Slowly, slowly release, finding your way into final resting shape. Just extend the legs long. Take a soft inhale, soft exhale. Just bringing a little movement into the body. Maybe that left hand onto the heart and the right hand right on top of it. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Take a good morning stretch. Reach up and hug the knees into the chest one at a time. Give yourself a nice big hug. Oi. Oh, there we go. Finding your way onto your side. And then you emerge all the way up to cross-legged, seated position. A deep inhale, reach up. Ah, we're alive. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Bowing down to you all out there, joining in and doing your best. Well done, I'm proud of you. And it's awesome to be able to guide you to yourself. Namaste. Namaste basically means I see the light in you. I bow down to that light and all that good stuff. Well done. Thank you, thank you. You are, should be nice and warm. Everything should be oiled up and ready to go. Here we go. Another day. What are you going to do with it?